Major General Sir Nevill Maskelyne Smyth VC-KCB was a senior officer in the British Army and a recipient of the Victoria Cross, the highest award for gallantry in the face of the enemy that can be awarded to British and Commonwealth forces. Early life. Born the son of Sir Warrington Wilkinson Smyth, a noted geologist, his grandfather was Admiral William Henry Smyth. His father's sister Henrietta Grace Powell was Robert Baden-Powell's mother, making Baden-Powell the founder of the Scout movement. Smyth's first cousin. Smyth was educated at Westminster School and graduated from the Royal Military College, Sandhurst, in 1888. He was posted to the Queen's Base in India as a second lieutenant on the 22nd of August 1888. In 1890 he was attached to the Royal Engineers to assist with a railway survey during the Zhob Valley expedition. Sudan 1896 saw him stationed in Cairo with his regiment, and he was promoted lieutenant on the 26th of April. For his services in the initial stages of the Middle-East War, he was mentioned in dispatches on the 3rd of November 1896, and awarded the Order of the Medjidia, 4th class in 1897. On the 8th of December 1897 Smyth was promoted captain. On the 2nd of September came the Battle of Omdurman. Near to the end of the battle, a dervish tried to spear two war correspondents. Smyth galloped forward and, though severely speared through the arm, shot the man dead. This action saw him awarded the Victoria Cross. The citation was gazetted on the 15th of November 1898, and read, War Office, November 15, 1898. The Queen has been graciously pleased to signify her intention to confer the decoration of the Victoria Cross on the undermentioned officers and private soldier, whose claims have been submitted for Her Majesty's approval, for their conspicuous bravery during the recent operations in the Sudan, as recorded against the names 2nd Dragoon Guards, Captain Nevill Maskelyne Smyth. At the Battle of Khartoum on the 2nd of September 1898, Captain Smyth galloped forward and attacked an Arab who had run amok among some camp followers. Captain Smyth received the Arab's charge, and killed him, being wounded with a spear in the arm whilst in so doing. He thus saved the life of at least one of the camp followers. Smyth was also mentioned in dispatches. In November 1899 he was intelligence officer and ADC to Colonel Lewis, commanding the infantry brigade during the operations leading to the defeat of the Khalifa in the Battle of Umdawakarat. He was mentioned in dispatches, and was awarded the Order of Osmania, 4th class in 1900. Smyth rejoined the Queen's Base for active service in South Africa in the Second Boer War. He was awarded a brevet majority on the 31st of October 1902 for his South African service. Smyth was promoted to substantive major on the 27th of October 1903 when he transferred to the Carabiniers, who were then in India, and returned to South Africa in 1908. He was promoted lieutenant colonel on the 1st of May 1909, and became commanding officer of the Carabiniers. The regiment returned to England in 1912. According to the London Gazette, he completed the standard 4-year period as a regimental commander on the 1st of May 1909, and was placed on half-pay. However, the same issue carried notice of his promotion to colonel backdated to the 4th of December 1912. He was seconded to the Egyptian army, and in 1913–14 he was commandant of the Khartoum district, where he was active in combating the slave trade. First World War. Smyth was dispatched to Gallipoli by Lord Kitchener, arriving in May 1915. He commanded the 1st Australian Infantry Brigade as a temporary brigadier general at the Battle of Lone Pine and was one of the last officers to leave the peninsula. He was appointed Companion of the Order of the Bath on 1 January 1916, and received a further mention in dispatches on 28 January 1916. Smyth led the brigade in France in 1916, and on 28 December was given command of the 2nd Australian Division as a temporary Major General. He was mentioned in dispatches twice more, on 15 May 1917 and 11 December 1917, and was promoted Substantive Major General on 1 January 1918 as a reward for distinguished service in the field. Quote, "He was transferred back to the British Army in May 1918 and briefly commanded the 58th Division and then the 59th Division, leading the latter during the liberation of Lille in October 1918. He had learned to fly in 1913 and was known for borrowing aircraft to look at the lines for himself." He was yet again mentioned in dispatches on 20 December 1918. He was promoted Knight Commander of the Order of the Bath in the 1919 King's Birthday Honours. On 30 July 1919 was appointed General Officer commanding 47th Division. During the war he had also been awarded the Belgian Croix de Guerre and the French Legion d'Honneur in the grade of officer. In all, he was mentioned in dispatches 11 times during his career. He was appointed Honorary Colonel of the 3rd Dragoon Guards on 1 October 1920. He relinquished command of his division on 30 July 1923. Smyth retired from the British Army on 5 July 1924, and relinquished his honorary colonelcy on 16 October 1925. Australia. After his retirement he emigrated to Australia and farmed in Balmoral, Victoria in 1925 with his wife and 3 children. He took to politics in the National Party of Australia and stood unsuccessfully for a Victorian seat in the Australian Senate. He died at home in 1941 and was buried in Balmoral Cemetery. One of his sons, Dacre Smyth, followed a military career in the Royal Australian Navy, rising to Commodore.